What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about a crazy glitchy offense in Madden 23. Shout out to all of you guys that liked the video, talking about Henry's offense, and you guys wanted more insight into the game. We're going to go ahead and jump into that in a second. The playbook that we're going to be taking a look at today is the Green Bay Packers offense. Now, you can use the New Orleans Saints for the similar type of strategy, but the Saints playbook doesn't have one of the plays that are extra glitchy with cheese that's going to make your opponent go crazy. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to change the playbook, we're going to go over to the Packers, and then we're going to jump right into everything that's going on as far as like showing you guys what's happening. Now, as far as the abilities go, for the players, I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the abilities that you should have. Still, namely, one of the top abilities in Madden 23 is short in. All right, so anytime you're doing any kind of post routes or anything like that, you're going to want to make, post, corners, outs, whatever it is, short in works, as long as you have a slot receiver in that situation. So I would recommend that you do that for any slot position. One of the plays that I'm going to show you in this video, it probably would make a little bit more sense for you to do that as well. So this is what's going to happen, right? One of the main things that happen is the run game in Madden is pretty difficult to actually utilize. Going back to Madden 20, when the stretch run was OP, it hasn't really been a dominant run play. Other than, pretty much what I'm going to show you right here. A lot of people run this offensive playbook for this major play right here, trap. Now, if you look at trap, you see, the way that the guard pulls. You don't even need to ID or double team inside stuff. Like, that's why it's glitched. Like, you can just go out there and just run it. And even the worst players can just run trap all game and it'll work. It's just something about the play. It's sort of like how in like Madden 18 Wham, you guys remember Wham out of the single back, like the single back tight? You could just run Wham and you knew that the guy was coming over to pull and you still couldn't do anything. Very, very similar to that. So what you're going to want to do with your audibles, right? You're going to want to make sure you take away inside zone and you're going to want to throw trap in there. As far as the other plays, PA seems is pretty good. Bench is always good. As long as you have the short in on the inside receivers, it's going to pretty much usually be open. Many times when you get someone running man, it's a one play touchdown. So bench can stay. As far as the top audible, going through it, like, Y out is very good because you have the, the right side post in the corner on the left. Drive out is also good because that route actually gets really open on the left side. Don't adjust that route, even with Hot Route Master. If you're using Tom Brady and you're using the discounted abilities, that route on the bottom left right there, bro, listen, that corner route is ridiculously savage. So we'll just put that there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to bunch. And for bunch, when you take a look at the audibles, we're just going to have bench pivot is unbelievable. I love that play. But we're going to put deep corner in there. And what's going to happen with deep corner also is you're not going to adjust that red route. That red route is going to get open on any coverage as long as you have short in on that slot player. All right. So this is pretty much the objective of what we're going to be doing today. You're going to come out and, the number one used offenses in the game is tight offset and tight because there's glitchy parts of both. And again, this same stuff that I'm showing you with the exception of the deep corner can be found in the Saints playbook as well. So if you have the Saints playbook has some really, really good stretches in it, bro. Like, it will stretch your opponent out. Like, it really gets nasty. If you want to run that, if you guys need me to go into that, just, the usual thing. You guys keep liking the videos, and I see that you guys want more, and I'll keep going ahead and giving you guys more insight into the game. All right? So, look, here we go. We're going to start off, typically with bunch, right? You can come out, I'm gonna show you, like I said, I showed you guys this already, but you want to come out with a play where you have something going on with the flats, right? So they don't have, it doesn't look like this playbook, the Packers doesn't have the mesh post, but they have mesh spot. It's the difference is that wheel route from the tight end right there. So you can automatically come out and just turn that other dude that's in the tight end, you can just turn him into a flat anyway. So it doesn't really matter that he's in a wheel route. You can just, pretty much audible, quick link him, whatever you want to call it, and adjust him to an actual flat route with the L3 button. Well, not the L3, the L2. So you're going to go ahead and click on him, triangle on PS5, click his icon, and then press the L2. The L2 button on the top here, L2 trigger, and you'll go ahead and make them be in the flat, because the whole thing is you want to have flats going to both sides simply because the flat is always open. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. That's just the basis of the game. So you always want to make sure you're testing your opponent's flats. That's the first thing. And again, The right side is that this particular type of route from the running back, when you hike and just throw it, it doesn't matter. Even if they're in a 0-yard hard flat, you're still gonna be able to get it. Now, the person may tackle you instantly, but you're still gonna be able to get, at least a yard or something like that, unless you user it and you time it perfectly. Now, what's so glitchy about it, right? This is just the base play that you come out into. When you go over and you audible right over into the tight offset, right? The trap run, and remember, we're letting the computer pick any type of, whatever. It doesn't matter what they have. They give them certain abilities and stuff like that when you use practice mode. So don't worry about all that. All you're focused on is being able to run these glitchy plays. All right. So I know I have the deep corner and bunch, but I'm going to show you this run. So this run right here, you don't really need any type of abilities on your O-line, like puller elite and a lot of stuff like that. You don't really need a lot of it. I'm going to show you guys why you don't. Let's go over to instant replay so you guys can see what happens. This guard right here, let me go over here. This guard is a tyrant, right? So as long as you have somebody that's decent right here, and this guy is garbage. The McDaniel, my McDaniel is pretty much outdated, and he still pulls like a maniac. He's gonna come and get the toughest defenders right off that side and take him out of the play. Not only that though, the way that the play sets up, everybody just blocks better on trap runs. So he comes over, he pulls, and it's a wrapperoni with cheese. All right, that guy's gonna usually get tormented, and everybody else upfield is gonna be blocking like savages, and it's usually gonna work out for you to get positive yardage every single time. All right, now with this play right here, this is also glitchy because deep corner, that red route, no matter if it's man or zone, you're gonna see that it gets open as long as you keep that X route underneath in the flat, because they're gonna have to pay attention and pick which one they want. But if you're just patient, you're gonna be able to get that route. But before we do that, I'm gonna put the player that I have with short in and sub him in on that play, and you're gonna see the magic happen. So we're gonna go Herman Moore. Again, you can put anybody you want there. It doesn't really matter who the person is. Put anybody that you want in that position. And even if they're pressing you, the objective is to wait. You have to be patient. And if you run bunch, don't be hesitant to flip the play. All right? Just don't be hesitant to do it. Like, you see how both of them are doing that? Now he's looking down underneath. All right? That's why it's a glitch play, because as long as you leave that flat, the defender's going to be looking down underneath to pay attention to what's going on below. If they do play zone drops, he can continue to go. But this guy's eyes right here, he's looking underneath to the flat. Okay? He's not paying attention to the guy going above him. It's like, he has his zone and that's it. Now, if you zone drop it, you can still successfully get it done. You can actually still successfully get it done. Even if they zone drop that corner, it doesn't matter. They're still going to pay attention to the flat, but you may have to lead pass and high pass it up to get to the guy above him. All right? But that's why this play is glitched, because regardless of what's happening, as long as that flat is there, they're going to pay attention to it. Now, this is like a little different thing. You see how he actually pressed and stuff like that? That route is always going to get open. So it's a pretty much a decent money route that you can go and audible over to. If you need to get a quick, couple yards for a first down, you're going for it on fourth down, you audible over to the trap, you go crazy with the trap. That guy, he usually gets blocked, but obviously for the video purposes, I'm going to get instantly taken care of accordingly. But for the most part, he usually gets blocked. If you do need to ID him, L1, go over to the player that you think may be the problem, press it on him, and then just go ahead and do it again, and try to get at least, some type of yardage. But the computer will adjust because it's all Madden. But your opponent, even when you play them on all Madden, it won't matter. Your O-line may be better than what you're seeing in this video, so it may work out for you a little bit better. But just try to, play around with it a little bit. Try to get a couple yards each time and work on the stick movement, and you should be all set. Those are 2 plays that's going to help you get to the next level. Again, if you want more, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, all at GmiasWorld, and go ahead and like this video for more tip vids. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.